So, as mentioned at the beginning of the stream, a bunch of people played with the DNDinator in my chat at the last Heart Piece Hunt, and I thought those guys were all so cool looking that I wanted to make them in Heroforge, and so I did. And I decided that's going to be a regular thing. If people engage with the DNDinator more, if people make characters, I will make them in Heroforge and show them off on stream. That is my promise to you, because I am addicted to Heroforge.
Heroforge rules. I enjoy Heroforge immensely.
So I'm going to switch over to the scene. It's going to start with a group photo, and then I'm going to go down through the individuals and just kind of talk about my thought process, and also share the links to the files on Heroforge, so you can save them to your own accounts if you have accounts, adjust them, make your own tokens, play with dolls, whatever, what have you. So, welcome to the DNDinator.
Yay!
So that's the whole squad. And if we go over to the next one here. So this is Augry's character. Augry was the level 1 half-elf light domain cleric with the investigator background, which was a little tricky for me to do. So I put, obviously, the orb in his hands to represent the light domain, and he's got his holy symbol that he's clutching there. The comedically large magnifying lens to represent investigator, which looks kind of more like a frying pan, but they don't really have like transparent colors on Heroforge's official thing.
We make it work.
And we make it work. And speaking of making it work, the other thing here is the hair. That's actually from kit bashing. I took one of the, I think it's the bear's tail, and kit bashed it onto the back of the head to make the kind of short ponytail. So
I gotta pay for pro because I need the kit bashing more often.
Oh yeah, kit bashing is a godsend on some builds, honestly. It doesn't always work if you want to like buy the minis, but for designing things, it's really fun. So just gonna pop that into a chat. So that's the link to Augry's mini. And next we have, this is Matt's. Matt is a level 1 high elf transmutation wizard with the acolyte background. So I did these this robe specifically, it looked kind of monastic to me. And also he's got a necklace as well for a holy symbol. Transmutation is, I believe, the one that lets you summon fire and stuff, so he's got a little fire finger. And I gave him the glasses and made a very noodly frame, because wizard. And I believe I was the one who referred to him as the level 1 twink. So I've tried to do that as much as possible. So that is our resident nerd. I'm going to pop him in here. Yep, looks like that worked. Fire and such as abjuration. Maybe Google got it wrong. I can never remember the different schools of magic. I tried, okay?
You tried, and therefore no one can criticize you.
Exactly. If nothing else, very clearly a wizard. Admittedly, if not D&D in forever. That's fair. So there is Ark's level 13 Bronze Dragonborn Death Domain Cleric with the Far Traveler background. So obviously, because he's level 13, I went a little more detailed in terms of just the setup. Because he's a Far Traveler, I figured he should have a mount, and originally it was going to be a camel, but then I found the bone horse, the skeleton horse, so it was like, well, obviously that's what a Death Domain Cleric needs. And I gave him the, it's a little hard to see, but that's a harp, because Far Traveler gets a musical instrument, so I was like, Dragon Skull Harp, that seems appropriate. He's also got a skull ring on his hand. And and obviously very, very Sith Lord vibes overall, which seemed fitting for a Death Domain cleric. I also had a lot of fun with the coloring, because for some reason it felt like the skull itself should be, like, bleach white, but everything else should be, like, actually old decayed skeleton.
Ooh.
I don't know, that was just what called to me when I designed him. So here's the link to that one. And next, this is my character. This is the level 2 Minotaur Way of Shadow Monk with the Knight background. And so, basically the reason I have a rat on my shoulder is because I couldn't think of any other way to, like, because Monk and Knight don't really, like, combine in my head in terms of, like, what their aesthetic is. So I was like, well, if they're a knight, they probably have a squire. And I feel like there was some sort of... There's probably some myth somewhere about a bull and a mouse making friends. So I figured, you know, a little guy to ride on my shoulder as my squire.
Yeah.
And also, I colored everything in last night before I remembered, oh right, it's a Way of Shadow Monk. So I had to darken the tabard to be more like ninja black. So a little bit of a last minute color change there. And also I just love the Darth Maul sword here. And pop that in here. And last but certainly not least, we have Rin. Rin is the level 10 White Dragonborn Circle of the Shepherd Druid with the Guild Artisan background. Ooh. And so I represented Shepherd obviously with the crooked horn, or crooked staff, and the ram obviously.
Yeah.
It was literally like, this was a pain in the ass to do, by the way. I had to just make a separate mini of the sheep and then put a second character alongside them. So you're basically the extra in this scene because it wouldn't let me put the goat on your mini for some reason.
Rude?
Very rude.
Well, have a nice day. Very
rude. But yeah, so we've got the goat that I just threw in last minute, the shepherd's crook, which I kit bashed a little, I think that's supposed to be like an earring or something, but I thought it looked kind of like dried berries. And for Guild Artisan, for some reason, Calligrapher called to me, and when I looked at the artisan kits, so you've got a book, and also that it's supposed to be thieves' tools that are on your left hip here.
Yeah.
But I colored them so that it's more, they kind of look like calligraphy pens, maybe, just sticking out.
Oh, I like that. That's a good choice.
And otherwise, it was, the only real problem I had was that I just don't know how to dress druids. The one druid I've ever played is naked because she's a dryad.
Fair enough.
The ram is clearly a wild-shaped druid that's too embarrassed to change back. Clearly. Maybe that's the wild-shaped form of Rin.
That's me. I'm Angie Goat.
You're Angie Goat.
Angie Goat.
Is it Angie? It looks more to me like it's seen some shit. But maybe that's just me.
Yeah, it does kind of look like it's seen some shit.
So yeah, those are the characters from the last from the last stream when people played with the DNDinator, and you too can become a D&D character if you type !DNDinate. And now back to our regularly scheduled program.